Now you're probably wondering what a shoe fitting is, and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking exactly the same thing. Now, when I went down to Stoke Park, I met the Under Armour team and JJ Rivet, and it was like going into a science experiment. Like, it was mental. I was on force plates, there were graphs showing me my power output, we were looking at dispersion, we were looking at traction on the shoes and how that affects your dispersion, distance, confidence as well when swinging the golf club. There was so much being talked about. It was incredibly impressive. What I found was with my normal shoes that I play with, my power output was at its highest when I was actually through the shot, not during impact. Now, when I put on the spiked Drive Pro Under Armour shoe, I actually found that my force went up higher. Not only that, I synced it to timing it perfectly at impact, so I was getting more out of the golf ball and more distance and better dispersion, which sounds nuts, but it just shows you how good that traction control is. Now with the spikeless shoe, I actually found I was able to step on it that little bit more. I was able to move my left foot like I like to do, kind of at impact, and actually got even more distance out of it. So both shoes are incredibly impressive. Now we're gonna dive into the tech, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what makes these so good. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what makes this shoe so great. Now we have the swing support system, which it says right here on the shoe, just in case you forget. So we've got smart traction, dual foam cushioning, and lockdown lacing. Now, what does that mean? Well, we've got the custom S3 spike here, which obviously starts on the outside of the foot and then goes into the inside of the heel. This is obviously on your right foot. Now, what that's gonna do, combined with your Tour Pro spike as well, it's gonna give you better traction control, it's gonna resist twisting, and gonna give you more power output, which obviously combines with that dual foam cushioning in the shoe as well. So you're gonna have a slightly firmer cushioning on the outside of the foot, and then you've got that charged cushioning on the inside of the foot. So you're gonna be able to generate as much ground force as you possibly can without losing any power whatsoever. So the way this shoe works as well is you have the swing support strap and the lacing lockdown system as well. So what the swing support strap does is it connects into the inside of your foot towards your heel where the S3 spikes are, and the same on the outside toward the S3 spikes. Now what it's gonna do is just gonna guide your foot through your swing naturally, and what you're also gonna find is on the spikeless model, it's gonna do exactly the same, but you've just got a TPU design, which is gonna give you the same friction, but just in the spikeless model. We're now going into the testing phase. I'm gonna hit in 4 different shoes. Right now I've got my trainers on because we're all guilty of going to the driving range and just starting to hit balls in our trainers and not changing into our shoes. So I'm gonna show you just how much distance and control you're gonna lose hitting these first. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe, because this is gonna go probably so far left because I don't have any grip on my shoes. I'm trying to be funny, I'm not funny. I'm hilarious, right? I'm just sliding all over the place. A little left, a little thin. Little block. A little bit better, but it's just a little bit all over the place. So I've hit my trainers. I can already see that I'm sliding about a little bit. I'm not necessarily very accurate in terms of dispersion. I'm now gonna hit 3 shots in the shoe that I play in next, and we're just gonna start creeping our way up just to show you just how good that dispersion and distance is. That felt better. Yeah. I think it's just a little left. Now this is the trainer, like the dispersion wise, because I've not got any grip or traction, like you can see it's all over the place, and same with the distance. Now with the shoe that I play in normally, you can see it's already tighter. Distance is pretty similar. There's not too much, just a little bit left one out on the right. So already you're seeing the benefits of just wearing a normal shoe. So we're gonna hit the Under Armour Drive Pro spikeless next, but I've been tying my shoes wrong my entire life, and JJ Rivet showed me why. Now, with the lacing system, it has to be tied a specific way, and if you do this with your shoes, it's gonna give you the best support especially across the top of your foot, just to hold it in place and support it through the swing properly. So we're going to dive down. I'm going to show you exactly what he showed me, and you're going to learn something today. What you want to do, most shoes will come kind of tied like that, right? And it will be through this little loop here. You want to pull that out, which I thought was mental. And what you want to do is you want to go back on yourself, pop the lace through here, so you create this little loop there, and do exactly the same on the other side here. And what you're going to do is then you've got your two loops here. You're going to pull that one through that loop, and you're going to pull this one through that loop. And all you're going to do is you're going to go side to side, get it nice and tight, and then give it a wee double knot. And that's going to support your foot. And then you've got the support strap there, and it's going to give you the best stability across the foot possible. Okay, so up next is the Under Armour Drive Pro spikeless. So let's see how good this dispersion is. Slight mishit, but still straight. That was a better strike. Draw, baby. So you can kind of see there already, I'm already tired to that middle line right there. So two there, left the face up on that one, but the dispersion's already starting to creep in that little bit more, and you can see that I'm going to be pretty dangerous with that spikeless shoe in play. But we're going to put the spiked one on now and just see if we can get even tighter. Now these ones, I can already feel so stable on the ground. And that felt pretty good. It's quite a nice strike. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a very good shot. You can see that straight away. I put the spiked on. I'm more stable, especially with the 8 iron, which is that scoring club. You want to get nice and close and tight to the flag. Look at that, like straight away. It's a little bit, obviously, right of center, but look at the dispersion. Absolutely mental. Really very good. And it was also, it felt like I was swinging effortlessly as well. So the spiked model is really, really superb. You can see the spikeless is still tighter than obviously the shoe that I currently play in. And then you can see the trainer, you're just kind of all over the place because you literally have no grip on the ground whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, it just speaks volumes of how good that traction control on the spike shoe is, and even the spikeless as well. Like you can see the distance as well. It's really, really impressive. So you can see how much of a difference shoes can make. The Under Armour Drive Pro shoe is very, very impressive. The dispersion is tight in the spike and the spikeless as well, but I'm gonna pop my shoes back on and just show you a more extreme version, and I'm gonna hit the big dog right here. So I'm gonna just show you how good that dispersion is in my shoes I currently play with and with the Under Armour Drive Pro spike version as well. So I'm gonna hit 3 drives, and then I'm gonna hit 3 drives in the Under Armour shoe as well. That's a laser beam. Lost my balance a bit, but again, not bad. All right, so up next we have the Under Armour Drive Pro spiked. So let's give it a rip. Well, it's gone 370 yards, so that's a good start. Bloody hell. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Wow, just from better traction, got more stability, able to really, really hammer into the ground that little bit more. And it's effortless as well. That's worth a like and a sub if you haven't already. That is an absolute missile. This is just to give you an example of how extreme this is. Now, I obviously have a very fast club speed, so the ball goes very far, and my dispersion has to be literally on point. Now, you can see right here with the Drive Pro spiked, like how tight that is in comparison to the shoe that I was using. Now, it's incredibly impressive. Not only that, like I'm able to get more out of the ground, so I'm able to generate more club speed because I'm able to generate more vertical force because of the traction control in the spikes, which then transfers into more ball speed, more distance, longer carry, and more consistency. So if I were you, I would look at getting fitted for a pair of golf shoes because you just don't know how much of a difference it's going to make until you try it yourself. But the proof is in the pudding right there. What more do you want? I've been James from Bunkered. See you next time.